that overly jealousy, that non-stop jealousness, that is unhealthy. Hi loves, how you're doing? Welcome to Naya's World. I'm Naya and this is my mini world. So, as you can tell by the title, I'll be talking about 6 top red flags in women. And by the way, I've already talked about red flags in men. I did that with a friend, so you can check it out on my channel if you've not seen it yet. But I did not actually explain what red flags are in the previous one, so I would love to mention it like a quick explanation here. So red flags are like warning signs that indicates unhealthy behaviors or manipulative behaviors. So like being aware of common red flags will like only help you avoid yourself from getting into toxic relationship. And the fact that being aware of red flags will help you avoid yourself from getting into a toxic relationship does not mean that all red flags are associated with toxicity. No, all red flags are not toxic. Okay. By the way, you guys, I have my points written here. So if you see me looking down, I'm just checking what I want to talk about next. So the first red flags in women, the first red flag in women I would like to talk about today is inability to resolve conflict. Yep. If your baby is unable to resolve conflict, that is a red flag. And with this particular red flag, we have two types. That's one, the avoidance of conflict, and then two is the conflict aggression. Let me talk a little bit about these. With the avoidance of conflict, that is when your partner decides to like minimize or step side conflict as a way of preserving peace and harmony in the relationship. And that is unhealthy. So it's a red flag. I know you are probably saying that how is someone trying to like preserve peace and harmony a red flag? It is a red flag because like you the guy, you know that what you just did or what you're doing deserve to like to be talked about. You know that she has or she's supposed to like approach you about something that you are doing so that you can at least say sorry to her or something, but she's unable to do it simply because she wants to preserve peace and harmony. And I think with that, like everyone trying to preserve peace and harmony is a good sign or a good thing, right? But it becomes a red flag in this situation because like you trying to dismiss the conflict in order to like move on, you will not like 100% move on without resolving it. You are going to have what he did at the back of your mind or at the back of your head. So the probability of you piling it and then going ballistic one day is very high. So the fact that she's unable to like resolve that conflict or the fact that she avoids it is a red flag. And by the way, such red flag is not toxicity, so it can be addressed. You feel me? But then it's unhealthy. You get it now? And the second red flag, which is conflict aggression, that one is associated with toxicness. Like, that is when they try to get physical or like very abusive, and that is not healthy, and it is also toxicness at the same time. So we have two types of inability of resolving conflict, and that's the conflict avoidance and conflict aggression. And then one is unhealthy and one is toxicness. So if you have someone like this, and talking about red flags in women, that lady there could be your friend. So I'm not talking about like, you feel me, boy girl relationships only. So it is a red flag in women. So if you're a woman and you're like that, Charlie, find means to solve it out, okay? So The next red flag I'll be talking about is inability to communicate openly. I know, I know. How is this a red flag? It is a red flag. So the reason why I'm talking about this as a number two is because it goes in hand with the inability to resolve conflict, but then the first type, which is the conflict avoidance. So her inability to communicate openly becomes unhealthy in the sense that when you are with someone and there is something bothering her, or there's something that you are doing and she does not like, she should be able to like open up to you. But then if she does not open up, the probability of her piling it, like I mentioned it earlier, is very high. And also when she's unable to open up that way, it builds a lot of effects in the relationship. Some, depending on what she's bottling up, some could lead to low self-esteem and a whole lot. And that is why it becomes a red flag. So, my dear lady, if you're unable to open up or communicate openly, kindly learn to overcome this red flag. It's unhealthy because it's not healthy to be with someone who cannot openly communicate with you. It might be something that you feel that maybe is bothering this person, so she should be able to at least open up to you, but this person cannot do that, and that is a red flag. So kindly work on it. um the next red flag we will be talking about is lack of emotional intelligence. And this one, my guys, I know you would like it. So lack of emotional intelligence is a red flag, a big one. This is because as a lady, if you disregard or dismisses your partner's feelings or a friend's, you know what, let's do it boy girl right now. If you disregard a partner's feelings, that is a red flag, in the sense that this person may be going through some emotional pains, something emotionally, and the person needs you to like be there for him. The person needs you to like sympathize with him, but you just disregard it. You're like, that's saying that men don't cry, men like this, men should be this. If you are a girl or if you're a lady and you are with someone, you shouldn't disregard their feelings or emotions. You should consider them. So if you're a lady and you do that, it's a red flag. So my guys, if you didn't know this is a red flag, it's a red flag. Sometimes, just sometimes, if you are with someone and they don't sympathize with you, like they don't care about your feelings like that, sometimes, just sometimes, the probability that something is going underneath is high. It could be that she's with someone else that she cares for, and she doesn't really care about you as much as she do care about the other person. So if you are with someone who does not consider your feelings at all, like at all, it is a red flag, and it is very, very unhealthy. So the fourth red flag I'll be talking about is non-stop jealousy. If you are with someone who is overly jealous, that is unhealthy and it is a red flag. So it's okay to be jealous. I mean, it sometimes even indicates that you love someone or you care about a person, but that overly jealousy, that non-stop jealousness, that is unhealthy. So if you are with someone who like always seems to have a problem with the people you surround yourself with without giving you a concrete reason to not be around or to not surround yourself around other people. That is an example of a non-stop jealousy, and you need to do something about it. Either sit the person down or run away. Yeah, I would say run is as if, and I mean, sometimes it could be very serious. It can get very serious, like serious as in the toxic level. So yeah, if you are with someone who is overly jealous, who doesn't really like consider what makes you happy, all she cares about is what makes her happy and what she wants you to do, my guy, that is a red flag. Unless she is giving you a concrete or better reasons to not do what she's asking you not to do or to do what she's telling you to do, because sometimes it's not jealousy, it's them looking out for you. You feel me? But then with what I'm talking about today, I'm sure you get it. And if you don't, try and get it so that you don't get yourself into an unhealthy relationship with such a red flag, because it can get very serious. Trust me. So that one is our fourth red flag. The fifth red flag I'll be talking about today is codependency. That's when someone tries to live to please you. That is a red flag. I know sometimes it could be mistaken as love. Codependency can sometimes be seen as love, but then it's not. Maybe this person is just pleasing you for selfish reasons, or like they just want you to know that they can be there for you wrongly, because sometimes when people live their life like in a way to please you, I might find a better example and talk about it next time. But for now, yes, this is definitely the example I could think of, or the best way I could explain it. So yeah, sometimes, just sometimes, when someone tries to live their life to please you, question them, because it's a red flag. I mean, they need to live to please themselves first before, like, I mean, that's the way that you're going to get to know the real them. You feel me? So when they are living to please you, it could be that they're hiding their real self instead of like bringing out themselves, their actual self, for you to see and appreciate that part of them. They are rather living to please you. So the probability for you not getting to know who they really are is very high. And that's what I'm saying. It could be confused as love, but then it's not. Anyways, the last red flag I'll be talking about today is gaslighting. Gaslighting is our last red flag we're talking about today. I mean, red flags in women that we're talking about today. Anyway, so it's a form of emotional abuse, and when you are with a partner who like loves to gaslight, like who gaslights you, or yeah, who is like that, they try to present their feelings and thoughts to be the sole truth or entire truth. And sometimes when they do something and you try to like bring it up, or maybe they've done something, you've talked about it before, and they are doing similar one or the exact same thing. And when you try to bring it up, they are going to tell you that you are just misinterpreting things, or like bringing up the past wrongly. And sometimes they can make you question your own sanity, like your own judgments, your own beliefs, and that's sick. So, actually, gaslighting should be something that I should actually sit and talk about it some other time because it entails a lot. Gaslighting. And it is a red flag. So if you are with someone who is like that, please, that ain't healthy. So I'm not going to say it so that will scare you, but yeah. Anyways, thank you very much for sticking with me. If you've been able to watch till the end of the video, what are you waiting for? Please kindly hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn on the post notification so that anytime I post a video, you'll be notified and you'll be among the first people to watch my videos. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and share. Bye bye.